for GamerLegion as we head into the server. But again, there are I don't know if I should say brighter skies or cloudier skies in the horizon for GamerLegion, but it is what it is as we finally move on into our game. Like you mentioned, it's going to be Dust 2 as GamerLegion, they try to bounce back in game number 2.
Yeah, we know they're a fragging squad. Now it becomes a question of leadership. Early long take coming through. They've managed to get that relatively cleanly, but counter-aggression from Tensky could be well timed here. Adam getting his head ripped off. And already a man down. GamerLegion, the only thing they've really got to hold on to is this long control. Nice dink onto Haste, brings him down low, but there's so much more presence. Smokes for the cross, spam through, doing good work onto Zero. And GamerLegion know they have to get that bomb down quickly. This is so well played by Harry. Close to the smoke. He's going to find a second. And 5 on 3. At least Mezzi's going to be able to get that bomb down. Or is he? Haste peeking from Gandalf, causing a nuisance. And you can see GamerLegion really out in no man's land. Rusty able to wrestle one back. Mezzi gets a second in Era. Actually coming in with a third before the trade makes it 2 on 2. The problem is they're just playing headshot angles. And Haste is going to start cleaning things up. Rixo with the drive-by. And Nordavind, it was more difficult than it ever should have been, but they managed to get their CT pistol on the board.
Yeah, no early aggression. They ended up clearing out tunnels early too. So really, by the time that, you know, GamerLegion was barely halfway up through long, Nordavind already had all the information in the world. So at that point, it just came down to what was an absolute pistol war towards that A site. A little bit slower for GamerLegion, a lot less safe than anticipated. They ended up going down to a lot of off angles from Nordavind. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Nordavind, we take those for now because GamerLegion, they're going to be stuck down to Glocks. No bomb plant either, so they just weren't able to get any extra cash to kind of build up their wallets. And, well, and they come. It's going to be the Glock train down towards mid. It's Tensky and Haste to try to hold things back. Only a singular frag goes back, as now GamerLegion, they actually put on a little bit of a detour towards Cat.
It's a nice idea, hoping that maybe they can scatter that bomb across, and Zero is going to be able to punch the numbers in despite all his teammates going down, so a nice little bonus there for the Glocks. They don't manage to find any frags despite Tensky going down to 6 HP, but at least they're going to get that extra $800. They're going to get themselves that little bit of a boost for their first rifle buy, which now definitely will be coming up into the third round. And for Nordavind, there's some pretty big decisions to make. Rixo still stuck on that scout. 2 MP9s, 2 FAMAS. No M4s in the server at all. So this is a very heavy bonus round and not one you'd normally see a CT side looking to stick. Although, on this occasion, it does look like they want to try and make it work. Try and take the fight to a GamerLegion side who've managed to pull out 5 AKs. And they've got full util behind it as well. This is going to be a difficult hold for Nordavind to try and keep their hands on.
But they had the right idea because, again, you look at their firepower at the moment, it's heavily restricted in comparison to the full AKs from GamerLegion. So they tried to go for what was a little bit of a, well, just a hard gamble. Hard choke over towards long. They had 4 players in that area just to try to see if there would be an early peak, an early rush from GamerLegion, but that simply did not go down. So they readjust. Haste in a pretty good spot, at least with that MP9, could be able to play up off of... maybe if someone from GamerLegion is just feeling themselves and trying to run through smokes, but they're staying fairly conservative, fairly packed, except for a singular player, that's Adam, all the way outside of long. And that's for GamerLegion. Like I mentioned, very conservative. They're not actually going for what is a massive approach into... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Again, a little bit of an interaction towards Tons. It's completely cleared. Now it's going to be the Cat take. You have Rixo all the way over towards long again, trying to get some sort of angle, and here comes the take. It's pretty clean thus far from GamerLegion, but the scout is starting to ring out. Is able to get one. Tensky finishes off another, and GamerLegion, they're starting to fall apart.
This is not good at all. Rusty's able to grab one back, but he goes down immediately thereafter, and the trades are just a little too good. Adam, left in the 1v3, knows there's a player still lurking on this ramp as well, is being flanked from short. Too many angles, too little time. And Nordavind, they make the bonus round stick, and as an added bonus, they manage to upgrade 3 AK-47s brought out and saved across into the next round for the CT side. You really couldn't ask much more. Rixo will be able to get his hands on that favored big green AWP, and For GamerLegion, there will be some significant sacrifices. Rusty's going to go for the hero AK. He's going to try and make a little bit of a play out long, maybe catch a timing onto the AWP early. But other than that, it's Deagle's Tex, a P250 for Era. Armor behind it, admittedly, but really just hoping for a little bit of a miracle here.
Surely so. I mean, the util is incredibly restricted. I would see kind of a future where this team would be able to just run a train up towards B if they had just a singular smoke. But all three pieces of util are stacked up on flashbangs. And at this point, Rusty, with the lone AK-47, he would have to be the one to mostly get into these scoped interactions because Rixo and Tensky both holding on scoped rifles. The AUG works, the OP works, it's all combining. Mezzy chiming in with the Wandig, at least on one. Rixo takes down his teammate, and well, the 6 HP'd Mezzy has to be the hero somehow. One bullet will do it to him, a gust of wind at best. And Sense will finally get it. Nordavind, they close out the 4th round as GamerLegion. Of course, they're going to be looking for a way better buy going into this next round. But Nordavind, I mean, not exactly the start that I was anticipating from this team, considering how momentum-based GamerLegion actually is. But this is a massive, massive start from Nordavind.
It's been really clean as well. Even that round, they would have been hoping for a little bit more off those upgraded pistols, the 1Digs. We talk about the fragging power of this GamerLegion roster over and over again, and I'm sure they would have been hoping their firepower could get a little more done. And you can see Nordavind really playing the CT side aggressively. 2 players pushing into upper duns, putting that pressure on Rusty. He's still able to find himself the opening, though. It's now a question of, does he suspect that second player? Because Harry, well, he's just kept on pushing. He's starting to make his way all the way around towards T-spawn and maybe hoping he can catch a timing. Tensky, though, will deal with the flank. And now GamerLegion, they've really got to get a shift on because that silent stab in the back is slowly but surely making its way around. And you can see GamerLegion aware they're limited on their map control. Look at how much util Nordavind are able to dump, though, and it gives Rixo an absolute freebie. 0 removed from the equation, and now it's all about the read. GamerLegion through Adam, they've got it well down, but takes a lot of damage, down to 15 HP in the 3-on-3, and now this could get very awkward. Mezzy's managed to drop a molly early, but he's had his head ripped off. Tensky from CT deals with him, and it's really all onto Era, traditionally the AWPer, to find this clutch.
Oh. Adam, never mind, Era. Adam from behind. He is able to get one, but didn't actually spot out Sense, and Sense actually has a huge opportunity to get in. Just 2 bullets onto both Era and Adam. Bomb is still taking down. Sense actually hasn't gone for it. Still looking for yet another frag. Going for the defuse. It's taking down slowly but surely, but he's off of it. And there you go. The flank from Adam actually holds up for enough time. And like you mentioned, Era, same thing. Playing chicken on site. Able to get himself that first frag over towards site. And that little combination there from GamerLegion is, going to steal away around from Nordavind, but once again, their economy is a little bit unstable. Both of these teams are on the verge of a reset.
This could be a really crucial round for both sides. Heavy MP9 investment coming out from Nordavind. Tensky and Haste making the sacrifice, and Haste's got a golden opportunity here. Up close and personal, can only find the 1-for-1 trade, but with just an MP9 to his name, that's not bad at all. He's managed to take a good chunk of health out of 0 as well. And once again, Rusty really going to be put under pressure. Consistently been playing that lurk role through the tunnels, then in towards mid. And you can see Rixo with Tensky behind him is starting to think about some aggressions towards that portion of the map. And he's going to get such an easy shot. Rusty goes down. And again, it feels like GamerLegion, their T side, their hand is being forced a little bit here. They're forced into these awkward spots. 3 players all up long yet again. And already a man down. They need to make sure that bomb transfers to site cleanly, so the util will give the game away, and they need a frag to open things up.
Yeah, surely so. And I mean, to that extent, that long interaction was, again, way better than first expected for GamerLegion. So the fact that they still have 3 players is already quite the testament in itself. But like you mentioned, they have to desperately hold on. Zero is in such a scary position at the moment, standing over the CT area, and that's a perfect flash from Harry. Throws it right into the windowsill. One more player over towards long. Harry looking to be the hero, but it's actually Arrow with a double. He would have to found the 1v4, and unfortunately, it's just not going to go down. The defuse, the full 10-second defuse actually going in, but it's still going to be Nordavind with a 5th round still holding back GamerLegion.
They're just doing such a fantastic job of taking the fight to the T side. In GamerLegion, they haven't been allowed to control the pace at all so far. They've been forced into opening engagements. Nordavind are doing a fantastic job of trading initially, and then Rixo goes for a second peek. He pushes short again. They know Rusty is playing this anchor role in towards lower tons in their middle, and they just keep exploiting that. They keep pushing aggressively. They keep taking that map control away and keep getting themselves picks as well. I don't think GamerLegion have made it to a bomb site with a man up in a very long time. So that's never going to be sustainable. You can see it in the economy of the T side as well. They're not looking too pretty. And Nordavind, well, they've had a fantastic start to things. Really looking like they're starting to click after a woeful performance against Secret. I was really worried for them. But now Tensky stepping up, Rixo shining in the server early on. If they can keep this form up, they should do a fantastic job here on Dust 2.
And that's a hope. Again, this map being, again, so momentum-based. And Nordavind has all of it at the moment. It's all going to come down to really how GamerLegion can even react. I mean, we saw this from what was Fate in the first map here on stream, where, again, very early on, they just had that timeout that ended up giving them the mental reset that actually gave them a pretty good push in that first half. A first half that could have been absolutely disastrous, that could have ended up in like a 12-13, something of the sort. They ended up restricting it down to at least a 10-5, and I feel like it'll be way more prominent in this one too. GamerLegion, it just doesn't seem like they've had enough time to even have a break. They just got through a very long overtime game that they ended up losing. So they need some sort of word of encouragement just around that they can just slide back and just get some sort of momentum off of. But Nordavind, they're looking just fine, and they have the right setup for it going into this round.
Perfect hold again. Rixo just going to get free reign over the short angle. The flashes are good, but they're not good enough. He'll get the first pop flashes in for Tensky. The double spray down is in. And that is just a textbook A-site hold. Zero, the last man on this flank, been read beautifully by Sense. Will just hang around to get himself in on the action, but it's just beautiful. It's so clean. It's so efficient from Nordavind on their CT side, considering they dropped 2 players not that long ago. That's a fairly fundamental overhaul, but of course, everybody knows how to play D2, and you can see Sense and Rixo just slotting into the equation. GamerLegion really in need of something a little bit special here. 6-1 down. They finally managed to get the AWP into the hands of Era, and he's going to take an early battle and win it as well. A blinded Rixo goes down. He takes a lot of damage from the second rifle, but finally GamerLegion find themselves a man up.
And again, good stuff. I've loved these T setups for GamerLegion, even in rounds where they don't exactly have too much of a chance. You could see what is, glimpses of hope, even, in the round that they just had Deagles. I think it was round number 7. You saw it was a smoke setup towards Cat, and they honestly just had a red carpet towards Sight. And now at this point, they have the rifles to complement. Huge pop flashes going towards Sight, but again, you still have what is Haste in the back of Sight, just trying to hold things down, and it's such a tough scenario. Rusty takes him down. Tensky, last one remaining, and a 1v4 actually. Takes one down, but he has to save up. Huge from GamerLegion. They run an entire marathon throughout the map. Era gets a kill over towards long. They take their time towards B. They throw out the right util, take on the right interactions, and well, at this point, this is just going to be one to forget for Nordavind, as their economy is actually not too great at the moment.
That felt very preset from GamerLegion. They sent Era out for that initial peak. Rusty has been lurking in those B tunnels every single round so far this half, and he finally got the opportunity to exploit that by pushing aggressively in, gets Adam behind him. They sneak through the smoke, and then the pop flashes over the top were just really clean. I think we saw a bit more of what GamerLegion will be hoping they can bring to the remainder of this first half, because as you said, that economy isn't too pretty. That save from Tensky really going to be crucial. Rixo not in a great place. Harry very low on funds. He's had a quiet start to things. And if GamerLegion can win this one as well, the 1 round loss bonus on the board, we might even have to see a couple of ecos coming out from Nordavind, and they are really doubling down at this point. Double AWP setup comes out off the back of that single saved. Haste is going to pick up secondary duties. And, well, the pressure is just going to keep on mounting. A lovely opening pick from Era is punished on the response by Harry at least. But 4 on 4, one of those AWPs already removed from the equation, and you can see Harry, if he picks that up and has to retake, it's not going to be a good look for the CT side.
No, certainly not. And again, at this point, Nordavind, they dig real deep, and they end up finding what was the X Factor kill for what is their setup for the rest of the round. Double op on Harry and Rixo. Rixo has been very, very comfortable on the AWP, at least having up what is full scoped advantage throughout the entire map. Could be pivotal going forward, and, well, it's going to have to be pivotal. Harry, only person remaining over towards B as the anchor, has the swing in from the smoke, and there you go, trying to get himself a third. That third one was actually the easiest shot out of that entire one, but beautiful, beautiful from Harry. Tensky coming in. He's going to be able to get another one. Mezzy, the last one remaining in a 1v3. Tensky low. 15 HP in the back of sight. He gets it. Molly towards window, and he's actually able to cross over to door. But the bomb is still down. He has to get into this interaction. Rixo going down little by little, but he's not pulling off the shot. Wide swing from Sense. Boy, was that close for Mezzy. But Nordavind just extending their lead further now after what was GamerLegion's best opportunity to tack on a couple of rounds this half.
Still got a decent chance for breakthrough as Nordavind, that double AWP investment is really going to gut their economy, and surviving with just 1 man alive. Yes, it's great that you managed to pull the round off, but you've lost that double AWP setup. You've got 2 MP9s now, and you can see the aggression having to come through. Adam with the spray down from B up, a triple from the GamerLegion IGL, and well, Nordavind, they had a plan, they tried to execute, and Adam, he's just not feeling that one at all. Rixo and Sense will be able to pull a couple of frags back, and now this starts to look risky. Mezzy peeking dry into Rixo. Gives it back to the 2v2, and if Sense can just stay alive, this game, this round, it's by no means done.
This one has already been equalized. Essentially out of nowhere, this has just been split wide open. Adam, that has to feel rough. You get the 3 kills, a miraculous 3K. And imagine how Nordavind can bring it back. That was so close again from Sense. Almost able to get himself the second, but now 0 with a Galil in hand. Looking for the 1v1 against Rixo. Rixo lights out with the AWP thus far, and he already has 2 kills on the round. He is low on HP, 42, but he has the one-shot big green. Slowly making their way in. 0. Now, look at the completely different direction. Oh, no, Wolfie, it's happened. A 5v2 has been converted in this in the direction of Nordavind. An 8th round. As at least, again, for now, they're going to win out the half, and GamerLegion, it's just so disheartening.
They just jumped the gun. They just thought, oh, Adam's got a triple. This round is ours. We can just go hunt down these last 2 kills. And, well, if you're taking 1v1s against Rixo, against the new boy Sense, who you got to give him a shout out. It's his 17th birthday today. There's the fun fact of the stream. But, yeah, if you're going to take 1v1s against these kind of players, they're going to punish you. And they just take 3 fights against AWPs and against M4s. They get punished for it twice. And at that point, you think, okay, 3v2. They're going to start calming it down a bit. But Mezzy swings right into the angle again, gives his life away. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2. All of a sudden, it's doable. And all the CT side have to do is connect their shots, which Sense and Rixo do fantastically. They clutch it out, 2v5. And although GamerLegion will be buying again, that was their chance to really gut the economy of the CT side, really put them on a reset, and start to build yourselves up a T-sided half. They have made that so much more difficult for themselves now.
So much so, and again, you got to feel for this team. You got to feel for Adam. But they just got to keep moving on. There still is a chance in this half to tack on a couple of rounds and just restrict the damage. And here you go. Adam looking for what is yet another brutal round. And he is going to be able to get one. Rexo has the tight angle towards sight, though. He is mollied off, but he still has all the control in the world over towards Goose. It's a 4-on-4. Bomb will finally go down. One player looking over towards Long, but no players from Nordavind is going to invest into that situation. And here we go again, Wolfie. Can GamerLegion really capitalize? And there you go. The person from Long is now on the flank back towards Cat. This could be massive, as now Rusty is actually collecting a couple of frags. Adam too, flank from Era. And GamerLegion, they finally have a round back in what was a very close scenario for Nordavind, but Nordavind wasn't even able to breathe towards the Cat area.
That was... yeah, again, just barreling their way up A long. That seems to be the GamerLegion strategy. They've gone B once and had success with it. Every other take they've done has been A long, and they managed to break the economy pretty damn well. Force Spy coming out from Nordavind. It's not a good look. 3 Deegs, a P250, and a Scout. The only regret for GamerLegion at this point is going to be that they didn't manage this earlier. They've had 2 or 3 shots at breaking that CT economy, and it's taken them a while. They've managed to do it now, and it's just about converting this round cleanly. This one has to go well. Heavy stack over towards that A bomb site from the CT side, and Nordavind, they're looking to pull off the impossible. No mistakes from GamerLegion for the first, but there's plenty more where that came from, and with flashes raining over the top, these Deagles could potentially be dangerous, and you can see GamerLegion giving Nordavind the respect they're due and just making sure there's no funny business going on.
No, certainly not. If before this game wasn't already disheartening enough, imagine, again, losing to an eco would feel. So, yeah, GamerLegion, like you mentioned, no funny business. Keep everything tight. Everyone's stacked up towards the long area. Era looking over towards the side on top of the smoke, and he's going to be able to take down the swinging Harry. 2 players towards the CT side, and it's a little bit of an awkward scenario now. The smokes dissipate, and there's no reinvestment into it from GamerLegion. The Scout not able to chime in terms of damage. Rexo still being an absolute nuisance, and Sense! Oh man, able to get 2 off the Deeg, so that's a little bit of a reinvestment from the boys at GamerLegion. How to boy Sense, if there's ever, if there's ever a way to actually make your name on the team, that's the way to do it. Good individual frags, but no round for Nordavind, nor will they be able to reinvest into the next round either. But, well, GamerLegion, they lose, or I'm sorry, Nordavind, they lose, but they lose in style.
Birthday boy getting his hands on some frags, and yeah, this round, it's a foregone conclusion already. It's a couple of frags if Nordavind get very fortunate on their angles, but Era already thinning the numbers. Rixo is able to get 1 on the P2K. It's the ace from Era against the Eco. Just really looking to prop the stats up there. Get some nice clean frags. A collat to finish it as well. Only losing the 1 rifle. GamerLegion won't be too fussed. And 5 rounds on the board. An opportunity to maybe really start to shut that gap down. It's just going to be a question of can they deal with this full buy. It's a heavy investment. Just the 1 AWP able to be brought out by Nordavind. A little bit slim on the util. No defuse kit either. So there is an opportunity, potentially, if GamerLegion get this bomb down, that retake's going to be very, very rushed. And they're going quickly off the back of it. Messi going to get the opener. You can see Haste desperately trying to rotate in. The flashbangs are perfect. He'll get his first. But he's taking a lot of damage through that smoke. And this is where that lack of a defuse kit really starts to become an issue. GamerLegion, they get that bomb down. And Nordavind, they've got all of 30 seconds to get into the bomb site with 2 Molotovs still available for the T side. This is going to be so difficult.
Absolutely so. B site, Dust 2, one of the hardest sites to actually retake in CS, and, well, with GamerLegion, at least having what is pretty good post-plan setup, looking pretty scary off the take. Nordavind, they're away. They scatter. They're going to stay together, and boy, GamerLegion, like I mentioned, there was a point where this game could have gone absolutely south. But GamerLegion, they're at least keeping things even. in comparison to what was the situation earlier, I mean, they have to be thanking their lucky stars. They can at least keep up an 8-6 and a potential 8-7, as again, the economy for Nordavind is going to be a little bit busted. They're lucky enough to actually get themselves what was a 4-man save to reinvest into the next round. And Wolfie, do you see this, buddy?
Oh, no.
Full autos, man. Let's see it. Nobody jumping through. They're just gonna wait. Harry somehow surviving with 79 HP. So much money being invested into the auto snipers, and only a singular bullet goes through the doors. This could just go all wrong. They have no control of long at the moment. Sense has the positional advantage. How has this happened? How has this happened? Through the smoke, Tensky sprays through, takes down Era. Rusty, last person remaining in a 1v5. Gonna be able to take down one, make that two. Last person remaining over towards Long is low in terms of HP. He has 19. Big Molly. And he has to back out even deeper into it. Oh, no. What a round. What a round. And Rusty's still alive. He's still going. He's still kicking.
Still in the hero 1v3, but so many angles to check. Flank already starting to come through from Harry as well. He knows there's a player in the pit, but he needs a second fight to be taken, and it's going to be Harry actually swinging, times it to perfection, and it will shut it down at a 9-6 half. And 90% of the time when people buy those autos, it just never works. They invest like 20 grand and get like 20 points of damage. I know it's the last round of the half. I can understand the logic, but it just doesn't work 98% of the time. Teams are just willing to wait the magazine out. What you really need is like 2 of them, and then 3 players just rushing onto that B-bomb site straight away. 2-3 of them, and then a couple of your big fraggers going in. Then you could really make it work. But just sending 4 of them to spam through, it's never going to land, because even if you do get a frag, you're not in a position to exploit it. Yes, you've got that man advantage, but you've got no fast B take. You've gained all that map control by stopping the CTs from crossing, and you just don't use it. So Nordavind, a 9-6 half. I think both teams can be relatively happy with that one. Nordavind took their foot off the gas a little bit unfortunate with the CT economy as well. But if GamerLegion don't take this second half pistol, life is going to be very, very awkward for them. And we've seen some pretty solid individual plays as well. The new boys, Rixo and Sense, showing up in a big way, which is what we really needed to see from Nordavind. That was what struck you most when Secret took them down 16-2 on Nuke, is they just weren't fragging. They were just losing all of their individual 1v1s. So it's really good to see them shining. It's really good to see Nordavind with a lead at the half. And now it's a question of, can they continue it as we head into the second pistol?
Will it all come into fruition for GamerLegion? Because at this point, we're just holding on to what is hope purely for this team. And we made predictions before the game. Kind of just a side thing with our producer. You said 16-12 GamerLegion. I said 69 GamerLegion. I was feeling fairly confident. And our producer, being the savant that he is, he actually said 16-14 Nordavind. So let's see if that comes into fruition. And GamerLegion's trying to help me out here. Rusty with Sue, Harry and Sense, they do get the trades back. And, well, it's just a trade show. Mezzi's going to go down, though. And now it's just all in the hands of Zero in a 1v2. It's all gone wrong.
They needed Era to get a second frag there from site. Zero really needs to be quick opening this one, and he's going to find the first. It's a little awkward, but now Sense isolated in the 1v1, stuck on this bomb site, trying to sneak his way out of the situation and doing a fantastic job as well. You can see Zero desperate to get some kind of information, desperate to work it out, manages to recover himself the defuse kit. Just 5 seconds required, and he knows he's got to push in on this. He's got to bait that peek out, and Sense is playing this so smart. Gives his position away, but up close and personal, the Glock will find the headshot. Nordavind with the pistol. Nordavind with double digits. And GamerLegion, they had such a nice setup there. They had to get more from that pop flash out long. And as a result, they're going to be down onto the force by 2 scouts, 2 Deegs. It's not a good look.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it certainly isn't. On the CT side of Just 2, though, it could certainly work out in their favor, but Mezzi already tagged down to 52 HP off the scout of Rixo. And that's just unfortunate. Harry makes it real deep into long already before Rusty realizes it. And he gets killed from the off angle. Now long is in the hands of Nordavind. Mezzi, the king, on site with a scout, coupled with Adam on the Deeg, and, well, Mezzi might have a big opportunity for a kill here in pit, and he'll nail it! Rixo goes down, and now things are down to a 4-on-4, and Adam could actually catch Tensky off guard, but he has the Galil out, and he just simply doesn't win the battle. It's a 3-on-4 now, as Nordavind, they have mostly populated the mid area.
Needed a quick headshot there, Adam, to keep his team in the ascendancy, and instead, Tensky able to take him out, and now it's just going to be on those scouts. Mezzi and Era with it all to do. Nordavind heading back towards long, sneaking their way up. How much can they get done? How viable can Mezzi and Era make this? There's no defuse kit for the CT side. They need some frags, and they need them very quickly indeed. Missed shot from Mezzi, but he's not going to get punished. It's actually Era who finds the frag. And now Mezzi snuck in on CT, can't quite find the frag as his teammate goes down, finds the tag, but yeah, that's never going to work out. Sense, it's your birthday, so we'll forgive you, bud, but the nade takes out Tensky. And Nordavind, they keep on trucking through 11-6. GamerLegion looking down the barrel of an eco, and this is really not looking pretty for the CT side.
Certainly isn't. Still another scout in the hands of Nordavind. I mean, they realize that they just don't need to invest into this round at all. Players ended up going down, reinvesting into SMGs, except for, what is Haste? I like that name, Dr. Dyer. AK, no util. Well. Looks like, again, at this point, Nordavind, they do need a doctor. They need a medic. Tensky's on the floor. He's dead. That's a corpse. And now at this point, the USPs, if they somehow work to actually get some good economic damage, GamerLegion could quite extend this back. The 5-7 works, and Wolfie, this is already way too much damage done for Nordavind. It's not beyond, you know, repair by any means. But GamerLegion, they're at least setting themselves for success by the next round.
Yeah, they're making it more expensive than it should have been. Zero last alive, hoping he can maybe find one more frag somewhere, but Haste or Dr. Deer, depending on how you read it, is going to find the shot. And at 12-6, it's a long road home for GamerLegion. They will, of course, be able to buy. They will get the AWP out on to Mezzi. He's going to pick it up. Era picking up the second as well. So double AWP setup. It's really do or die time at this point for GamerLegion. They need this round to stick if they're going to have any chance in this matchup. And you can see Nordavind just wanting to take the fight to them. Pop flashes to get them down middle initially. And with plenty of map control established, that's a lovely corner of a smoke for Era. The man advantage found. And now GamerLegion, they just need to hold on to it as Nordavind trying to up the pace through Haste. He's going to go down to Rusty. And this is much more like it from GamerLegion. Mezzi takes a lot of damage, but Rusty's there to back him up. And these two remaining T-side players, they have to get something, but as Zero takes out Sense, it's just the AWP of Rixo remaining.
Another smoke for him. The scope chimes too, so they know exactly where he is. So GamerLegion, as they are able to take up this round, and not only that, but now Nordavind. Nordavind could still make this expensive for GamerLegion, but oof, I like that from Zero. No headshot. Rixo was already lit, but well, it looks spicy. But yes, most of the Nordavind players will be able to buy. Sense and Harry are the two that ended up having to reinvest into the last round, so they'll be stuck on the Deagles. No util either, so they're just there for the hard support. Double op setup in GamerLegion once again. King Mezzi, the one and only. And then Era on the other one. And look at this setup over towards long again. It's actually going to be Rusty on the front lines. 2 straight rounds for Rusty with double kills. And, well, GamerLegion, they still have to hold down the other extremities because the Deeg's actually working. Harry with a Wandig, and Era, he's holding down the at least the crossover. One player on B to hold off the 1v2.
They can get this bomb down. If they can find the frag onto Zero, get the plant, that would be huge. And it's going to be all on the timing. Zero needs to hold off for long enough for Rusty to get his back. And that's a beautiful boost over the top as well. GamerLegion reading the situation really nicely. Second round on the board. Nordavind without a bomb plant, looking at a very heavy eco. And GamerLegion are doing a fantastic job of holding on to those AWPs as well. They're keeping them consistently, which is always such a huge thing when you pull out the double AWP on the CT side, is just keeping your hands on it. The more you have to reinvest into that, it is just a life drain on your economy. So good to see Mezzi and Era managing to hold on to them fairly consistently. And for Nordavind, well, this round's just about a bomb plant. Maybe a frag if you can find it somewhere. A rifle stolen away to the depths of this map would be fantastic, but realistically, with just these default Glocks, they can't be hoping for too much.
Certainly so, but it's still slow and steady. Nothing too crazy at the moment. GamerLegion. Double B, triple A. As they do, just wait for the approach. One player outside of long, actually, for Nordavind. And Adam is still waiting very, very patiently. Uh-oh, here comes the spice. In comes the jump boost, and they are able to get a kill out of it. Era ends up going down all the way in CT. So, well, that's unexpected, but again, if it works, it works. Since the last person remaining, he actually picks up the AWP. Zero around the corner. Looking for the spray down, and he'll be able to get it. And he actually, that is good. That is good. He throws up the AWP up into Cat. The intuition on this man, his last dying wish was to make sure that GamerLegion needs to buy up another big green in the round after. That is smart.
Straight after I talk about how important it is and how good a job GamerLegion are doing of holding on to them as well. That is such an off-the-cuff play, but Era, he's rebought, and he's going to find an opening as well. Tensky caught through the smoke, despite Era being near enough full blind. And it really has been the catalyst for Nordavind. That double up setup, when they've been able to afford it, has been doing so much work. And you can see with Mezzi to back him up, Adam has pushed all the way up top mid. So much information gathered. And Era, he's going to have another chance to shine here. That pop flash won't connect. Era gets another. Mezzi's there to back him up in middle. And now just Rixo and Sense remaining, the new boys to the team to try and make something of this in the 4-on-2. Era still alive on Gandalf, takes the dink down to 20. The nade will finish the job surely. And now 3-on-2, that bomb in a position to get planted as well. Molotov's beautiful from Mezzi though. That should do some real damage as they try and escape. And 3-on-2, Nordavind hoping for something a little special.
Like you mentioned, that molly was perfect. Both players down in terms of HP, but they're still holding their own. Adam from up top, he is able to get one, and Mezzi covers up what was that CT swing area. And oh, GamerLegion, beads of sweat. That one was theirs. It was in their control. Like you mentioned, they just had to face on what was the two new blood from Nordavind. Well, they certainly put up a good fight. But in this next round, there's really not much that they can do in terms of utility. They have to go down to 2,000 for the half buy. In GamerLegion, they can just keep building. Something that they really haven't had too many opportunities to do. Nordavind have actually done a very, very good job of just keeping all of these rounds very, very close. And honestly, just keep restricting the economy of GamerLegion. But when you have spicy kills like that, I don't really think economy really matters.
A lovely opener, and brave from Mezzi as well, considering he's already been tagged on the cross. He's a one-shot for the scout, and he's still willing to take that fight to open things up. And Nordavind already a man down. It's a damage game now. They found a good couple of tags onto Era, a good lick of damage, and CT side looking a little bit vulnerable at times to these half buys. Era finally getting his hands on the pick, but down on 4 HP. Harry will be able to trade. It should be a bomb plant as well for the T side at this point, doing a good job of keeping that economy ticking over. And 4-on-3, GamerLegion have still got to make this retake work.
Some way, somehow. Oh, and the first point of contact might be absolutely massive, but that pop flash, It's so crucial. Now Tensky, the last one remaining, gonna be able to get a headshot over towards Long, looking for another one for his troubles. But GamerLegion, they're gonna snag at 11th. Nordavind looking to evade what is GamerLegion and their equalizing point. It's been quite the journey for GamerLegion in this half thus far. Nordavind, they were able to burst for a couple. But like you mentioned, the real catalyst for this team has been that double op, and it's been working pretty flawlessly for them.
Yeah, I mean, Era's on 23 kills. As soon as he had that big green in his hand, he has just been popping off and looking to continue that form as he holds down the early A long control. A good amount of utility committed, but it's all a fake. A fast play instead coming in towards this B bomb site. Zero needs to hold his own, and he's doing a fantastic job. 2 on the spray down. Rusty there to back him up. Mezzi chimes in with 1 more. And as quick as that round begun, it's done. Nordavind, Tensky last alive. No idea what's going on. It's flawless from GamerLegion. That was the buy. That was the round for Nordavind to get back into this, and it has been decimated.
And that was their real chance. Everyone from GamerLegion stays alive. You have 2 players on 10K plus. Other players, they're slowly building. Rusty and Adam at $5,000. And man, that's just tough. There's really nothing else you can say about that. Nordavind, they are going to be able to buy from here forward, considering the fact that they do have full loss bonus. But man, GamerLegion, the hard hold on that over towards B, and considering the fact, like you mentioned, it was a well-executed fake, but GamerLegion, they have the right positionings once again for another round, where Mezzi actually is able to chime in on one very sneaky cat jump that he wasn't able to pick down. But Nordavind, already a down player, as GamerLegion, they're starting to build up that momentum.
Really feels like they've got the wind in their sails at the moment, and already a man up. Era still playing a fairly aggressive angle. Does miss his shot. Baits the util out as a result. And Nordavind, still with a minute left on the clock, have done a good job of bleeding those nades from the CT side. Yes, they're a man down. Nordavind's utility is limited. Potentially opens up the opportunity for an execute onto one of these bomb sites. 50 seconds left. And here come the first set of smokes from Nordavind to try and take that short control away. But it's all a ploy. It's all a fake. The drop down, the split looking to come through. Zero misses his shot. Tensky with the punish. And now it's on to Mezzi to anchor this down. The AWP in his hands. He can only find the first before the trade. And a big call now for GamerLegion. 3 on 3. Do they try and make this retake work? They haven't. Well, they have got a ton of cash in the bank. There is no real reason not to. If they think they can find this initial frag, if they can take out Tensky, it would be huge. But as Harry finds the first pick, Rusty not expecting it. And Adam, he's going to go down to Rick. So beautifully clean by Nordavind. That's my prediction out the window. The GamerLegion, they're still in this game.
No, certainly so. Like I mentioned, their economy was building for such a long time. They're going to be able to very much comfortably buy for the next 2 rounds. And, well, no, never mind. Never mind. They're still investing into that double op setup. So, yeah, no, I forgot really how expensive GamerLegion's buys have been round after round. So, just like that, they're already whittled down to just about $1,000 on every player except for Zero, who's at 6.6K. So they could be able to upgrade their pistols next round if they end up winning. That's really the best situation that I see going down. And, well, Nordavind, they could make a very large push for the upset here as well. They already have the first pick. 1 player over towards mid. It's none other than Mezzi again. That's a huge pop flash. He's going to have to back up, and, well, now GamerLegion are actually starting to oppress little by little, as they actually have 2 players over towards Cap.
Oh, Messi takes it as well. Tagged through the door on the cross. Down to 17 HP. Nordavind in need of something here. Era maybe to find the frag, because Nordavind are queuing up. They're starting a pressure towards that mid-B split. And there's just a low HP Mezzi and Zero there to hold. Era caught with his pants down on short. Sense with the second. Zero can't get anything done. And clean as you like, Nordavind are into the bomb site. Rusty, nothing he can do. Save for cowering, hoping to hold on to that M4. It's going to be 14 for Nordavind. The buy is not going to be pretty in the next. Zero will be able to support something, but with just a 1-round loss bonus, GamerLegion more than likely are going to be playing for OT.
It's a rough scenario all over, but you look at that round period, and it was really just GamerLegion maintaining what was their play style almost every round that they ended up winning. And at this point, seems like Nordavind, they have caught up, staying more and more conservative. But not only that, but taking a lot more longer ranged battles. All of the takes from Nordavind thus far on this T half, they haven't exactly been all too successful. They've been caught off in weird oppositions, and GamerLegion, they've been hard reading a lot of these rotations. And as a pause goes in, it's more of a mental reset than anything, because at this point, GamerLegion, they don't have much to think about in terms of that economy. They have, again, 4 players on just about $2,000 to $3,000. Zero is really going to have to be the one to carry the rest of the team in terms of a buy. Oh my God. The AWP is back in play, and Era is the one to play it up. That is totally unexpected. I expected this team just to stick to pistols, but they're going all in. They don't want to go for the loss. They want to go for the hard dub, and well, that's certainly a very fast cat boost. Good job, Rusty. Took a little bit of time, but Era is finally up in cat, and he could be able to get himself a kill or two over towards bottom tunnels. There's the molly. Does get placed down. He's getting closer and closer. Sense on the right side. Era, please make this AWP worth it. If not, GamerLegion, they're going to be in shambles.
Rusty already down, tagged through the doors. A speculative shot from Rixo connects, and as time goes on, it becomes less and less likely that that rifle can be effective. Push going to come right into his crosshairs, misses the first shot. Nice nade, just to tickle away at a couple of those players. And GamerLegion, at the very least, they've got the call right. They've stacked the right bomb site. All 5 players over towards A. And Nordavind, do you have the read? Do you suspect there may be a rat in the ship? It's going to be all on this pick. If they go fully into short, there is every chance that GamerLegion could steal this one away. Era looking to be the aggressor, pushing around that smoke to try and find the opening pick for his team. And with 30 seconds left, Nordavind, they're pretty heavily committed to this. Era going to be able to draw first blood. Harry through the smoke to find a trade, but where are his team? They're so slow behind him. 20 seconds left. Harry gets the second before the trade, and he's bought his team a lifeline. Rusty now on 26 HP with 15 seconds left. The Molotov gives the game away, and it's on to Adam. A USP 1v3 against the Rifles. A whiffed shot actually makes life very awkward, and they needed that frag, but just about Nordavind have their 15th and 4 opportunities to finish the job.
Oh, Nordavind. What a disastrous day it would be for GamerLegion. I mean, we were saying how much this team is fragging, how much momentum they have going into this, how this team, honestly, this is one of the better performing rosters that GamerLegion has pulled out in the past few months, and while it might be skidding to a halt, as there is a chance that they could fall to their second time today and go from a 2-game comfort, a 2-game cushion in terms of a winning record with a 5-3 at the very beginning of the day. They could close things off with a 5-5. But let's be optimistic. GamerLegion, they do have their buy back. They have really just the essential util just to try to hold off some of these extremities. And, well, Nordavind, they're starting to pinch down on B. This could be it.
Nice timing, though, for Rusty. Able to get a frag, and Zero finally showing up on this B bomb site. A huge double kill from him to make it 4-on-2. And you can see Tensky, he's desperate for his teammate to make it there. He needs to be there quickly. Sense can only find the 1-for-1 trade. And now he's 3v1 on 26 HP. Era guarding the doors with the AWP, and the smoke will keep him off it at least for now. Tensky really could have done with some more health to try and make this one stick. He knows he needs to find an opening pick. He's got a dink through the door onto Rusty, who goes down to 7. But all the while, he's being flanked. The push from the tunnels is coming through. He's got his first, and he suspects it as well. He's holding for it, but can he find this frag? He's looking to get the bomb down, and Rusty has snuck right into his jaws. The headshot comes through. GamerLegion have 13, and they're scrapping to stay in this game.
fighting tooth and nail, and they're going to be able to really save up the double ops. That'll help GamerLegion out massively into the next round too, because again, some of these players, they can barely afford what is their own rifles. And Nordavind now too. They're in a shaky scenario, but they are going to be able to buy if the situation comes down to it. If they have to go into that 15-14. Oh, what a round from GamerLegion again. But here we go. It's going to be Nordavind. A little bit more scattered pressure throughout the map. A little bit more of a default, but it does seem like it's going to be a little bit more mid-centric. Messi, no! Right through the smoke! He gets tagged down to 29 HP. Again, just tragic. Again, he still has the big green in his hand, so he still could make good use out of it, but he's just getting assaulted. So many pop flashes. Even taking on again. Not 60. What is it? Math. 71. 71 damage. There you go. There you go. We're in it. But Nordavind, they're slowly approaching over towards A at the moment. 3 on Cat. 1 outside of Blanc. With 1 minute left.
First rule, never do maths on broadcast, but...
I don't know.
This could be, again, very feisty. Heavy setup towards the A bomb site from the CT side. Mezzi deep in CT. Rusty and Era to try and lock this site down as the nades rain over the top. Nordavind not cutting it quite so fine this time. 40 seconds left, but that Molotov is going to cause a lot of issues. That is stalling them for so much time. And with 30 seconds, they've got to get a move on. Rusty pushing up to the smoke. Traded 1 for 1. Now Era, the next line of defense with Adam. Quick on this rotation as well. Nordavind, they know they've got to get to the bomb site, but it's just running the gauntlet. Era with the AWP gets 3. And Tensky, well, where on earth has his team gone? It's 14 for GamerLegion. And they're 1 round away from forcing the overtime. Super clean on the CT defense. And Nordavind, they just can't quite break in.
Well, we've made it. 14-15, and we've tried to do predictions twice. Yourself and I, alongside our producer, and our producer Jordan. He has gotten predictions exactly right, scored to the T twice in a row, and his prediction for this game was 16-14 Nordavind. He is 1 round away from getting that. That is crazy. That is massive. Can he be the analyst from now on? I think this is just his trial, and he's nailing it thus far. And I mean, Nordavind at this point, it's trial by fire. They can win this one out. Again, it's massive for them.
GamerLegion looking to make it 2 OTs in 2 games. And again, Mezzi quick on the draw to open things up. He will be traded fast by Haste. And look at this. They're just going to barrel. They know this B bomb site. They know Zero is a potential weakness. But this is all on the timing now. Haste gets in. Zero finds the first. He needs to stay alive. He needs to buy time for these rotations because Sense is cutting them off. And somehow Zero is still alive. Finally, he goes down to Harry. And it's the 3-on-2. It's the last chance retake for Era and Adam to try and force us to OT. Harry's got the first, and it's all on Era. It's not going to come through. It's not going to happen.